Okay, I've been asked trying to get, I'm on a slant here. It's not easy to move in here. Oh my God. Next time, do not park on slant because you have a tendency to slide downhill. Anyway, I was asked about what I use to power up my phone and my computer, and so here it is. This is the FlashFish 200. Now I might get a larger unit for in here, but this is great. You can charge it up while you're driving. Now you can't plug anything in to use this while it's being charged. Okay, but here it is. You charge it up while you're driving. And you can use regular plug-ins, or it's got place for your computer type things. So here we have one. This is, so I'm going to turn this on. And plug this in, and I have a fan. So we have a fan, and also what I have that I'm going to use here in just a second. This fan, I can, you know, you can hang it up. Got places here to hang things up. So if need be, I can hang up the fan here, which I've got blowing at the moment. Ah, that's cool. And put the FlashFish over here. And I'll show you the other thing I have over here, which I'm going to use in a few minutes. And I'll let you know how it works. Oh, I've got this kind of, well, if I can get in here because I've got the blankets rolled up here. Let me move this. Like I said, remember next time, do not park on a slant. Oh. It's not easy. If I can get in here. Yep. Okay. Excuse me. I've got to navigate things and get this pulled over so that I can get in here. Watch out, Mr. Max. Mr. Max. Okay. Pull that up so I can get in. Okay. I've got to open this drawer more. There we go. I think I got it open enough now to get this out. Okay. Now, the other thing I have here, which we're going to try it out and see how much power it uses here, is I've got all these waters in here too, which I usually wouldn't have. Okay, let me get back on here. Is this little thing. Now, this opens up and you put in, and I'm going to use this tonight, I'll let you know how it works. Your frozen single dinners, like a lean cuisine or something like that, you can put in here and heat up, and you can use it either while you're driving, or I do have here the electric. Now I'm going to give it a try with the FlashFish, and we'll see how it goes. Let me get in here and get one of the dinners. Got to move things around here to get into this. Really got it packed full. So, got a couple of dinners in here. And let's see, which one do I want to have? Turkey. I think I'll have the turkey. I put it in here because I've got, you know, ice in there. So keep them in a bag. Okay. Okay. Get this open up. Got this new computer and it just keeps going to a dark screen real quick. Okay, so you've got your thing. They'll fit right in there. Okay. It says when you're cooking these things to open up this thing for the heat. Okay, so put this on here. There, we've got it in there. And now, my leg over here, get changed around. I'm going to turn on my flash fish and plug this in, and we'll see, hopefully this doesn't overdraw the power. Let me see if this is on. Okay. Yep, it's on and cooking. Okay, so you can start things in this that are totally frozen. This one is, I doubt, fully frozen anymore because it's been in there. So, get my trash over here so I can throw this away. Okay. So, I'm at a, as you can tell, I'm at a slant. So we'll see how this goes. But so far, yep, it's saying it's, oop. My little thing went back down. I'm going to open that again. Okay. So we're cooking, and I'll let you know how that works. It can get kind of, it feels pretty hot underneath of it real quick. So I would have a tendency to sit it on something, you know, that's not going to melt easily. Mr. Max already smells it. He's like, oh. So we'll cook it. I think it takes about, I don't know, half hour, hour. I'll check it in a half hour and see how it's doing. But yeah, tonight I'm having turkey. And so those are real easy to do if you're on the road and you've got one of these little cook things. You put it in there, and an hour or so later you can stop, you know, along the way and have something hot to eat. So that's easy breezy. And we'll see how well this flash fish. Now this flash fish I have is only the little 200. It's the small unit. So we'll see how long that will go. Got to move this bed over here a little bit. There we go. so I can get in and out of that thing. Oh my God. Yeah. The reason I picked this spot was because it's in the shade. So, you know, that helps with things. I'm going to turn off the DC part here. So I don't really need that fan now. So I want to keep as much of the flash fish as I can. Yeah. So that's it. At the moment, I'm using it to cook some dinner. I'll let you know how that goes. And yeah, we're just hanging here. So far, it's been good. The only bad thing is, like I said, I just had the windows tinted, so I cannot roll them down for 3 days. And if I could have rolled them down, I could have had more airflow coming through here. So I did open the side door for a while. But that kind of defeats things. Now, one thing I did buy for my other car, but it's not going to work for this one, is a little thing that you can have your window open, and it has netting on it, so you don't get the bugs in. Well, it won't work in this car, because this car does not have a frame for the windows, which means now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some wire and create a way to put it in there. I think I can create a way so that I can use one of those little net things where you can have the window open and no bugs. But I'm going to have to go and get some wire or plastic. Maybe plastic would be easy because I can set it here on the door frame here and get it to hook up here. Okay, so that I can actually use that because you have to have a frame, something for it to hold on to. And in this car, there is no frame, so I will create something so that I can actually have airflow coming through here. My next project, so I will work on that. Probably tomorrow when I get back, I'll go get, find some kind of a plastic that's going to bend enough that I can put it in there and use those screens. You know, this has been an okay place today, but like I said, the slant and then the, I rolled up the bedding. I should have put my bed up here, just set it up here along the side because it's very slick and I'm fighting going downhill on the slide. Oh my goodness. Now I did try my toilet. Unfortunately, I don't have my pop-up bathroom yet. So I had to just wrap a blanket around me and use it. But when I sit it on that little stool I have out there, it's the perfect height, okay? So it worked really well. So that's going to be a success. Now, yeah. And then once I get these bottles out of here, you know, I don't usually use these single bottles, but I have them on hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and use these now. But this is going to free up space over here because I will get the large, you know, the gallon, and I can put those up front. Now, I'll use 1 gallon one, and as soon as I use all the water in it, I keep one that's empty so that when I'm doing cooking something, you know, and you open it up and you've got grease left or you've got, you know, something that you need to drain the stuff. The way I handle it is I have a funnel, and I use one of those empty gallon jugs to put all your used liquids in it, whether it's, your grease or your whatever it is you're using to cook. Maybe you've made some sort of soups or something and you've got extra liquid and stuff, and you don't want to dump it out in the ground. You don't want to, what are you going to do with it? Well, that's what I do with it. I keep a gallon jug that's real easy to put that stuff in, okay? So easy breezy, simple. If I'm in the car at night and I have to go pee, I use a little, where'd it go? Little funnel. It's real easy to use. And then one of these little, I keep these empty ones, and I use that for the middle of the night. Works good. You get up, you can just throw the whole thing away. So you're not having to wander around out there at night, and that's an easy way to do it. Now, I did find this little funnel in Walmart, and it was for fueling stoves or lanterns. Okay, so you find it in the camping area. So I think this one works. This type works really well. Yeah, that's already hot. Hot. You feel those little things, and they are really hot. Now, you can get these little cook things. There you go. You can get these little cook things on Amazon. This one's called Coco Bella. Okay. And it gets hot really quickly. I have cooked things in those before, rather than just heating up the frozen things, but the frozen things work really easily. You could take them out of the box and just stack them in there and have a number of them in a little bitty, I just have a little bitty cooler with me. So you could put a lot of those in there, and that works well. So I'm carrying those today. I actually have to make sandwiches. I have some lunch meat in there. And I do have a thing of regular meat if I feel like cooking. I have my other cook thing over here. It's over here. One of those ones you use, Japanese ones with the butane. So I do have a regular cook stove that comes with me. And like I said, I'm just waiting for one more thing to be delivered. Well, two more things. I have my pop-up bathroom that's coming, changing room and bathroom. That's coming. That will be stored back over here. And I have a heater that's coming as well for really cold weather. So yeah, at the moment, Mr. Max is in the back. Maida May is up in the car seat. She likes that. That's a nice bed for her. And she's quite happy to stay there. So that's what's going on this evening. I see that, yes. Boy, was that reading right. Lots of water and lots of deaths are going to happen from the thing. It looks like my students are all well. They're in Fort Lauderdale, and I think that they're fine over there. But just the other side, it really hit Fort Myers, which is not really that far away from Fort Lauderdale. So they've had a lot of grace, with where they're slant where they're at. So yeah. Craziness, it's going to take so much to rebuild in those areas. So we'll have to see, how that handles. I know that immediately that Biden was getting the information right away, and they will get on it. They'll get on it right away as much as they can do with it. So it looks like quite a few people lost homes, lost their automobiles and everything. And it's back to being a hurricane again. It went down to a tropical storm for a time, but it has rebuilt again to a hurricane. Oh my goodness. So that's crazy. I think tonight I'm going to stay here all night, and we'll see how it does. It'll be my first night to actually sleep in here. But like I said, I want to give it a trial run and see what I need to change, you know, before I get way out on the road to a longer trip. Just give it a shot here and see, you know, maybe there are some things I want to take out. Maybe I find out there's some things I need to put in. So if you're thinking about doing something like this, you know, do a trial run before you really leave, you know, for the long term. I did stop and got my book because I'll be reading a book tonight. I do have a couple of lights. I got another one last night. I got this one yesterday at Walmart. It's it's bright. Okay, it's got two settings on it. So this one you can hang it up, or it's got if you've got metal, it'll stick to the metal. But you've got ways to hang it up too if you want. So it works well for in a car. You've got places you can hang it. Okay, so I will be trying that out tonight. But it looks like it's going to work really well. And so we'll give that a shot tonight. I did bring a book. That one I've been reading. Wild White Goose. This is the diary of a female Zen priest. And man, did they put her in through so much prejudice. Yeah. So much for the spiritual community, yeah? And that's why in my journey I didn't go to ashrams or any of that type of thing, because they are very political. May stop. And it's just as bad, if not worse, in other places with people jockeying for position and power and all of that stuff. I really understand what she went through. And she did get to realization, and so she was from England, and she had some people from England just really talking bad things, and so she wound up, there was so much prejudice in Japan where she went through, and with her particular school. Now they have to, you know, it's like the other thing. Christians have different sects and one's fighting with the other. Same thing with the Zen Buddhists. There are a few different sects and they're fighting with each other, and just, you know, all that nonsense going on. So yeah, she wound up coming to the U.S. and she had her... she started her monastery and stuff up by Shasta. Now she passed quite some time ago, but I guess the monastery and things that she started is still up by Shasta. It would be really interesting to be there. I wish I could have met her and had a talk with her. That would have been interesting, quite fun. But yeah, she's passed some time ago. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here and keep cooking my dinner. I'll let you know how it goes. And, yeah, I'm going to turn in tonight here and see how it works for sleeping. So, I'll let you know. Thanks for tuning in. Love and light. See you online.